seeing if I can go live. Okay, looks like I'm live. I'll just write this down. Okay. Hello and welcome to today's stream. I'm just taking a moment to test out some things. You might notice some things are different, and that's really cool. I will be talking about some of them later. Both in terms of things that I like and things that I don't. Just writing down a few things. Okay. Let me quickly take a drink. Every time I do that, that's gonna mess up my avatar, it looks like, which makes sense. Actually, before I forget, let me actually change one more thing. If I can find it. Not there. That's not what I need. Not that either. Open. There we go. That's part of the problem. That's already significantly better. What does the other one say? Next. I see. That was never gonna work. That's okay. And now my face is broken. Open left. Where's the eye open right? Where's the thing for the other eye? Is eye open right? I see. Okay. And fixed. Although that's too much. So why is it that one seems to be... Oh, never mind. I'm just straight up being lied to. I see. Okay. Let's try and fix that now. A little bit better. Gotta do that to the other one. Should be much more accurate, but still a little bit too close. 0.6. .6. Sorry, just want to fix some things. Yeah, does this work yet? No, that doesn't work. I don't know why that's like that, but hey. At least now my eyes don't look like I'm on some kind of fucking drug. That's a lot better. Face. There's one other thing I wanted to fix, but I don't remember where that is. So... oh well. You might have been able to see some of that, and you might have noticed my eye getting all funky and weird. Finally I had time to go through and experiment a little bit with, what's this? Weird. Experiment a bit with the settings for my avatar software, which, in case you're wondering, is VTube Studio. And yeah. Before I continue, let's go ahead and shift everything over to what we're doing today. Put this down here. That seems about right. Make me into a mini-me. Gonna need to move the fire down a little bit. That seems about right. And let's go on and open what we're doing today. Looks like it could actually use being moved over a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. So what am I doing today? Well, today I wanted to work on something that is tied to a personal project. I'm not going to get too into what that project is, but I will give you some background for the character. But while I'm working on this, I also want to give some updates to this is always going to be hard. I'm not a great artist, especially when it comes to using the mouse. So this is going to be very painful to watch, I'm guessing. Especially for anyone who's actually somewhat of a good artist. But yeah. Rotate that. There. Fine. Whatever. Go back to this. So what do I want to talk about? The first thing I want to talk about is a planned upcoming schedule shift. What do I mean by that? I mean, I'm planning on having some changes to the time that I do live streams or upload videos. As of right now, the schedule is every Friday at 1 o'clock. However, so I should probably explain why that is first. Okay, so the reason why I have been doing it that way is after doing some of my own research, I determined that that was the best time for uploading based on just a number of variables. Those should be lower. I'm seeing it. But yeah. There. Let's try from there instead. Oh, we also need to close that. Fix that. However, because this does not actually provide me with any financial security in any capacity, I am thinking of shifting my schedule for doing YouTube so that I have a better chance of finding employment until such a time might come that this is a financially viable thing for me to do. Just try and get the rough idea in place. There. But yeah, what time am I planning on shifting to? 3, around 3 or possibly even 4 o'clock. The other reason why I would be making this change is since I have made my initial research, new data is out, and I actually think that my initial assessment of the best time, while it wasn't necessarily wrong, has not held up to this day. I could go into why that is, but I'm not actually that, like, advanced of a YouTuber. I don't know a lot about how or why certain trends are the way they are. But I can recognize the trends even if I don't necessarily understand them. And I think that's true with most people. The hard part isn't recognizing the trends, it's putting the trends into like applying them practically. I'm also thinking that this head is a little too big for what I want. So let's just scale it down a wee bit. Might also want to make it a little bit wider. Move it down a bit, more like here. Sure. That'll be good enough for now. But yeah, so that's the reason behind the schedule shift. A little bit of detail. That would be good enough for its purpose. Actually, let me talk about a change you might actually have already seen. Specifically with the avatar model. Kind of touched on it before. You saw a little bit of it at the start of the stream. Like I said, I've finally gotten around to looking at the settings a bit more in detail and seeing what I can do with them. And I realized that some of the things that I didn't like how the eyes are always super wide, were actually the fault of the settings that I had neglected to change. So I finally went into it. Some differences. My hair is going to be a lot more bouncy now, as is my necklace. And I am... hopefully my facial features should be both more accurate, but also more expressive simultaneously. I don't really know how that's going to go, but that's what I'm hoping. Anyway, this is very quick and dirty. I do what I need to do. Yeah. This is gonna be very ugly for a long while. And that's just because, as I've already stated, I'm not known for my masterful use of art. That's offensive. Let me just try grabbing this and moving it over a little. Maybe not even moving it too much, but actually like changing its perspective a bit. Yeah. That's a little bit better, I think. Maybe, possibly, I hope. Still want this to be just as low down. So, remake the circle. The hands themselves need to be shifted, I think. Because right now they're a little too center of image rather than center of body. Move them over to here, I think. Okay. That lasts. Part of the problem is the mouse I'm using is actually a little bit buggy. And by a little bit buggy, I mean very buggy. Like, I can't really use the scroll wheel at all. That's something I'm sure plenty of you have seen while, if you have watched any of my earlier live streams or videos, that's a pretty consistent problem I have. But, you know, it is what it is. Okay. Let me just bump up the size of this a bit and start using a technique I see a lot of people do. Let's get high contrast colors. We'll use this to just indicate what's where. Not even like that. Okay, let's just do this side. Just to help separate everything out a bit. I'll also use this color for the freaking head. This should help with me understanding what I'm looking at as I'm doing this. There we go. And I'm just gonna do a couple random areas at a time. I'm not sure the proper way of doing this, so I'm kind of doing my own system for this. that's where all the fingers are. Then we want the fingers to kind of go like that. Hands might be a bit big, but you know what? Who cares? I can always work on that later. That was too much of that leg. Or was it? Honestly, I probably don't need to worry as much about the legs, since I'm actually going to be giving this character a robe. But I think it's important, so I don't know. Let's actually move this foot over a little bit. I think it's too close in. Now I think that it's a little too far out. So let's do it from here. Okay. Okay. Then we can use, I guess, like a deep blue for things like... I think that I should have been doing this from the farthest back point to the closest up point. But oh well. Too late to fix that. I'll go ahead and do that. Just to like cover my bases. Ah. There. There. Trying to be fast, but I am not a very quick person either. Oh, some other things I think might be interesting to mention would be, one of the problems I've been having with my model is the fact that while I play games, I have to press buttons. But while I'm using the avatar model, pressing buttons, all the buttons are also hotkeys to do things with the model. So sometimes my model would just do funny things. That's luckily no longer going to be the case. The model is now set to only act based on me and the things that I do, rather than buttons that I press. So it should be a bit more consistent, hopefully. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab green. And we'll use, I guess, cyan for the body. Definitely should have done this in a different order. $100,000% worst order I could have done this in. Also, there's not really enough contrast between the green and the cyan. Maybe I should use orange. Oh well, no going back, only forward. And it doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to kind of convey the idea of where things are. Okay. Ah. Nope. There we go. This is so far all just posing, but now that I have posing, I can get into the next thing I wanted to do, which was figuring out, actually, one more thing I wanted to do. Let's get back to this. Make our pencil size close to what it was before. Oh, that's not how I do that. And just quickly create a horizon, which I do plan on using later, but we'll get back to that. So aside from all that, I also just wanted to... So, actually, okay, so this was all for proportions. The purpose of getting proportions good was so that I could then have a better basis of understanding for doing the outfit design. So we're gonna go back here, we're gonna size this back down. I have some references that I wanted to use. I don't think you guys can see them, but that's okay. Maybe I should get into the character themselves. So, I needed to make a character who can offer magical contracts. These contracts would... Actually, I'm also just gonna fill in this neck with blue. There. Back that layer. So these contracts are magical by nature. He creates them using magic. The magic automatically is going to enforce the contracts. He is just as bound by them as the people who he has signing them. But it's one of those kind of monkey's paw kind of contracts, where he is intentionally being vague so that he can screw over anyone and everyone. After spending some time working on coming up with the characterization of them, I came up with, I want them to be a kind of shadowy figure kind of sort, where their robes were going to be reminiscent of twilight, the sun setting, that kind of aesthetic. So it's going to be kind of bright at the base and dark at the top, with maybe some stars that shift as he moves. He would appear before you as if you basically have a powerful desire as the sun sets. Old-looking eyes, but generally kind of pleasant, charismatic, kind of a personality. You know, like a faint smile. They'd have like shadowy mist, smoke, kind of billowing around them at all times. And let's see. I wrote some of this stuff down. Yeah, that's kind of the majority of it. But it is going to be a medieval fantasy setting, and as such, we need medieval fantasy kind of clothing for this character. Oh, one more thing that I fixed for my model is the location of the camera that captures my movements for the model. Before, the camera was was like below the screen, so it kept thinking my eyes were rolling up into my head. Now it actually looks like I'm looking in a much more in a much more natural direction. I just had to change the camera location, clip it to the top of my computer. Sure, it's a little bit in the way sometimes, but it's actually overall a lot better like this. But yeah, so things to have will include high collar. I don't like that. Let's try something more like this. Okay. More whatever. High collar. Hi, collar. Sorry, dumb joke. He is going to be cloaked. So the collar will go to the cloak. It'll need a clasp here. Sort of, kind of going like this. Let's square off his shoulder a bit more so it's not going to be so round at the top. Go out to there, because that's where his arm is. And then it'll just kind of fall from there. Let's see, we want it to kind of go all the way down. So this should really kind of like go like that, get caught up on the arm, and then continue. If we have this be a multi-layered cloak, actually, that might be better. In which case, we want it to go down to here, fall down a bit, and have it end like there. Meanwhile, on this side, we have it square off the shoulder a bit, go out to here, go down, this side will go down here to the arm. I didn't like that angle though. We want to start kind of going around the arm here. So it should kind of fall a little bit like that. And then to there. In which case, might lift it up over here as well. Make it a little bit more better. I'm going to need to clean that up a lot. Let's up the size of this so we can go ahead and get around to that. Because I kind of want it to show that it should be approximately even in length. So let's just erase all that down there. And we're gonna need to bump the size back down to right here. That's the outermost cloak layer. We're gonna add some details to that to make it more fancy. Underneath the cloak, I want to be, my bad. There's gonna be something that goes down into a V for an outer outfit. There should be something here. It'll kind of go up to here. As he's cloaked, let's go look at his arm. Assuming the robe hasn't ridden up at all, we'll just put it like here, showing how the cloth falls off at the wrist, making it a bit open. And going behind the rest of the cloak. This kind of tells me though that the cloak needs to be a little bit less forward and a little bit more out. Maybe out to here. I think that's right. If I can get this freaking angle to work with me. Let's go ahead and clean this up. Okay. Okay. Pretty good, I would say. I don't know if this is actually like a good way of doing this. This is just me trying out something I see other artists do sometimes. I think that's really all you can do, is try out something and see if it works. Sometimes it won't, sometimes it will. That's the gamble. Although it occurs to me, maybe this shouldn't be facing outwards, because it should be... Yeah, no, I'm seeing a problem already with how I've done this. It really ought to be going like that to show that it's kind of facing more inwards. Over here, it'll be more open. Because of course it will. No. Having a lot of trouble with this. Getting to a close, and then it's just gonna go down to here. There should be a sort of belt, so we'll just kind of fill the belt area in. The actual thing will continue afterwards, going into kind of a robe dress kind of thing. Kind of following with the direction of his body. Okay. try and clean that up. Oops. There we go. I am not very accurate with this. I gotta be honest. This is not something I excel with. So there's gonna be straps going across. I'll only be able to see a few of them, but enough to convey the idea. Let me look at these once more. Do I want it to be a long nut? I kind of am regretting this. I think it should be more like a skirt then. I think that's how I think that's how it should end. Should end more of a skirt. Like that. Let's get the eraser out again. Let's clean this up. Drop the size back down. Make sure this is distinctly separated so we don't have any tangential lines. And then underneath, he'll just be having basically a nice outfit, pants, shoes. I was trying to be somewhat historically accurate, since in truth, back in medieval Europe, everyone kind of wore, there wasn't really like men's wear and women's wear. Men and women both, especially younger, would just wear, what would you call it? A smock, I guess? A dress? Just a full body gown. I'm not gonna be able to get shoes be good, so I'll just worry about that later. Okay. God. Sure. What does that look like without them? Complete mess. What does that look like without them or them? Okay. At least somewhat okay. Then we can have one more of these. Let's bump up the size, turn on the eraser, go back down to here, and start erasing that background so it's less confusing. There, that'll do. And then we can start worrying about blocking in color in a minute. Oh, that's a separate thing. Don't worry about that. I might as well block in some color now. Let's bump up the size of the brush. This'll do. Like before, we're gonna use a variety of colors. I'm gonna try and avoid using the same colors as before. So for this bit here, that's not what I want to do. In fact, I'm gonna want to make a new layer. This bit here, let's also put it beneath that so that it's easier to see what I'm actually doing. This is all the same. Okay. Then we can grab maybe like a nice purple for this internal cloak thing. Don't worry about the hands or like the other thing. Just worry about clothing. Yeah. That's going to be going over here. It's okay if it's not great because I'm going to be doing the other layers above it in a moment. Erase the bad stuff out here. Okay. We will use maybe like an orange for this outer cloak. Let me just make it bigger. Gotta be quick, gotta be simple. Don't try to overcomplicate it, just get it done. Okay. And let's just do that, so I can clean it up afterwards. Well, okay, for there specifically, I do want to make it, like, smaller. There. We can also use like a, not that, use like a pink for the sleeves. Okay. Oops. Okay. Actually, wait, I'm getting a bit confused. I think that's supposed to be like that. Let's turn off that just to see what we have so far. Okay, could be worse. It's a little bit messy, a little bit confusing, but it's not too bad, I think. I think what I'm seeing is that I actually need to move this leg over to the side a bit, maybe even rotate it. Let me quickly image, what's the thing, mirror horizontally? Okay, the balance isn't too bad. His legs are a little bit short. His top half is a little bit long. We can fix that though. What's the... how do I do this? There's a whole thing... there's a way of doing this. If I edit... tools, no. How do I do this? File, no. I know there's a way of doing this that is like fancy and everything. I just need to layer, adjust, slope, offset, power. No, that's not what I want. Artistic, like contrast, crossfade, desaturate, dodge, invert levels. Artistic, blur, colors, edge detection, emboss, enhance, map, other. That's not what I want. I think that in Photoshop it would be liquefy, image, shear image, mirror image, scale, offset, resize, image split, view, edit, stroke selection. There's definitely a way of doing this. Ah, is this it? This might be it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think this is it. I'm just gonna move. Is there a way of... No. Because I want to do this, and instead of grabbing the individual nodes, I want to grab the lines. So... I would also like that. Although not really. I think that honestly this would probably be fine. Let's see. Flexibility. What? That's just bad. Anchor strength is fine, I think. Okay, well, I guess I could also do it to this one instead. Yeah, let's start with doing it to this layer. And then I can focus on making the clothes match. Okay. The first thing I want to do... Okay, can I select multiple at a time? I can. Okay, I'm figuring things out. Okay, in that case, I'm going to grab the whole thing. And then... Okay. We'll go here, grab that, go down here, increase the subdivisions to there. I want to grab you. I think the thickness and things of the legs are fine. Might even be a good length. I just need to... Wait, how do I... Okay. There we go. For some reason it's Control, not Shift, to get multiple of them. But that's okay. First thing I need to do is just make the torso less tall, I think. Not that much. Maybe just to like here. Oops. Let's go ahead and grab these. Actually, don't want to make the feet any lower. This should stretch out the base of the legs a bit. And then I'll just grab these guys. Oops. It's hard to tell with that one. And move them just a wee bit up as well. Now, if I can do the exact same thing with this layer, that would be perfect. Let's put this layer above it, so that when we grab this layer, go here to change our selection. Should be able to... I can't mess with the opacity right now. Wait, what if I do this? Okay. Actually, keep that on top. Because we just want to mess the opacity. We need to make it so that the pink goes where the arms were. We also don't need all of that. We can just do this to make it simpler. Go here. Increase the subdivisions a few times. Okay. And let's do the thing. First, we will raise... Oops. All of these up. To where? To the point where we can see arms overlap? No. We'll focus on the... Well, let's just get this roughly right, I guess. Deselect these ones. And raise these. So the bottom of them, I think, is right. Then we'll just make it so we're only selecting these ones and raising it until the top is right. No. Still not doing quite what I want. Come on. There. That should be better. Then grab these and move them so that they make more sense with the legs. Whoop, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, that'll have to do. Let's turn its opacity back up. Let's get this a little more clean. Okay. And might even want to turn off things like these layers. Although there is one more thing that I've been forgetting now that I think about it. So let's just get back to here. What color should I use? We will use... you can't really see any of the cyan from the previous thing, so we'll just do this. Cyan for the brooch. Or not there, this layer. Wrong layer. Lag. Yeah, that's a really bad lag spike. Let me take a break just to see if there's any comments. There is. This is cool to watch take shape. Thank you. Let's not turn that off. Nah, not quite happy with it. Here. Okay. Maybe I should have separated the hood part a bit more, but honestly, I think it's gonna be fine. If I can get that to be a bit more swoopy. It's probably fine, but I'm gonna just keep picking at it. We also need to think about the pants, which of course are just gonna be like that. So like I said, originally I was gonna try and be a bit more historically accurate, but honestly, just not really worth it. Just looks weird to me. So instead, we're gonna go with the more modern take on medieval aesthetic. There. There are some things that I still want to include. Let's grab this so we can make note of... Let's see, we'll make this smaller. Okay. There. There'll be one maybe here. Down. And one down here. The reason there's a bit more of a gap being that we also wanted to have a belt. Which we will represent with more yellow, I think. This way. Deceptively difficult is how I would describe this whole process. Oh wait, what? I think I'm just gonna remove the layer and maybe even this layer. Move layer. One thing I have found is that a big thing that Krita struggles with is just having layers. Layers create so much lag, to be honest. And it's just like, why? Okay, I wanted to move these down, but it's gonna be a bit weird because it's not letting me do that with both of them at the same time. Hopefully this doesn't create too much issue. Honestly, it's probably close enough for my purposes. Okay, let's just do this. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to worry about the shoes for now. Let's see. Actually, speaking of artwork, another thing I think I should mention, probably should have mentioned it earlier, is just that, you might have noticed that on the Discord server, the art events, the monthly art events have kind of stopped showing up, and that's just because I've noticed that in the past couple of events there have been no participants. I want to go back to doing them, but before I can, I want to first make sure that if I'm doing an art event, it's something that people actually want to do. So, in the interest of not wasting my time and not wasting your time, until I see more activity on the server in general, I'm going to be putting a hold on the monthly art events. They will be back eventually, don't worry, but until then, you know, if you want to see them happen, you need to then, if you want to see them happen, then you're gonna have to help me by helping with the growth of the channel, or at the very least the growth of the server, because otherwise there's no point in me continuing them. Even if I enjoyed doing them, and I do, it'll just be me doing it on my own. In which case, why make it an event if it's just gonna be me? I want to see artists flourish, but in order for that to happen, they need to be taking advantage of the support that I'm trying to show them. I think this needs to go out more like that. Sorry, I'm getting silent. I'm just trying to focus on getting this more accurate. Okay. So I have a general outline of how this style's gonna look. This leg is being a little bit wonky, I think. Why? actually move that leg out a bit. That's being a little weird. But yeah, out and up a bit. And then on this layer, let me just grab this one. Okay. We can try and do the same thing. And I can try and have a little bit of a break here. Too much. There. That's looking okay. The gloves aren't perfectly matching up with the hands, unfortunately. So if I do that, go here, Control X. Not quite perfect, but it'll do. Okay. So let's see, things I've talked about. The whole monthly events model. Oh, the another thing you might have noticed is that my thumbnail for today's live stream is back to normal. The inverted white and green avatar was just meant to be a Halloween special, but I completely forgot to like change it back, and since then I just never got around to it. It was a bit of a problem. Now it's resolved, and yeah. That is its own thing. How am I going to do this bit? You know what, let's actually start with this part, and then new layer. I want to make a custom thing. Add. So the stop point, I want it to be there. Okay. On this end, I want it to be here. Okay. And there's going to be a few in-betweens. And yes, this is all very intentional. Trying to get a very particular effect going. And this should be the last one. Then I'll just need to get the spacing right. Just be a bit... Yeah, a little bit bigger. Let's move these over here a bit. Okay. Name. Whatever. I'll just call it it. Enter. And I want it to be like that. Does that work? Oh, wait. That's weird. Why is it being radial? I don't want radial, I want linear. Okay. It's also not the right direction. Okay. This is going to be difficult to get just right. Isn't it just, can't it just have it be top to bottom? Sure. That'll do it. And then we're going to do the same thing with these areas. Add a thing. Oh wait, that's definitely the wrong tool. Let's go back to here. And we'll just do that. No. This one actually might call for radial. That's... Okay, can I edit it? Can I reverse it? Close. Okay. Radial. Not quite right. That's... Okay. That wasn't enough. And actually, thinking about it, let me just... Whoops, wrong button. Alt. Do that. And then go into here. More like... I guess that'll have to do for now. I am kind of being lazy with this. So you're going to have to forgive me. Of course, if you don't, that's fine too. Let's edit this back to being what it was before. Close that. And I think that means grabbing the... let's just make sure I'm not missing... Oh wait, that's the wrong one of these. I'm seeing little spots that I don't like. I guess I would describe myself as being a lazy artist. Because I do try and take shortcuts where I can. Okay. Go back to here. And we're just gonna go bottom to top. That's not what I wanted. Top to bottom, I guess. Except I want it to be even lower. So like that. It blends in too much with the other thing. And also, wait, is the thing back to being radial? Yes, it is. That's the problem. Okay, back to being linear. Let's get rid of that. Now is it top to bottom to top? No. I'm just crazy. Okay. Okay. Let's try going down to here. Or even going from here down to here. Sure. Why not? We can go back to this. Do that. That's not what I need. I need to grab you. Okay. Why don't I just do it like this? This would be easier. Okay. Let's make this instance not linear, conical, spiral. Bilinear? Is this what I need? What does that mean? Oh, I see. Ah. Oh wait, repeat. Forwards. Okay, wait, so if I do it like that, that's kind of belt-like. That works, I'll take it. In fact, I think... wait. I needed to change the layer. Otherwise I'm just replacing... a thing. That's too much. Okay. Sure. Let's then grab... you, but not you. Oops. Z. Z. Why is it broken now? I'm not trying to move anything. Okay. There we go. Go to here. Not that one. And we can try doing the same thing. But I need to change the layer again. maybe even this one. That's the wrong tool. Getting frustrated at myself. Also, I'm noticing a problem here. Let's just have it be like that. Okay. Ah! No! Okay. 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 Luckily my mouse was being nice to me there. Now let's just do that. That works. Turn back on that layer. Let's grab... That's not what I want to do. Let's grab you. That's... This is going to get very confusing. Grab you. Add a new layer. That's you. And this time we want it to be... Oh. Not bilinear. Just linear. And also repeat none. Yeah. No. So from here? Sure. Then if I was smart, I'd be doing this using masks instead of just straight pasting the thing, but I never said I was smart, so oh well. Is this that thing? No, it's not. Wanna fix up... this spot. Sure. Then let's go ahead and grab that one. That. That's not what I wanted to do. Add it above this layer. And then tool options. That's actually not what I want to do. How do I do this? Okay. One, two, three. Ah. Two and two. Layer underneath it, plus click that there. That is intentional, even if it's not great. You, 1, 2, 1, 2. Go back to This layer? Yeah. Ah, why is that like that? This layer? Ah, that works. I want to go to this layer and just go back to using this. We're going to use the radial. Right. Going to use radial, but we're going to edit this back to being flipped. Close that. And we want it to be like that. Is that good? No, that's objectively bad. Okay. Instead of that, let's go up to here. Instead of radial, we'll do bilinear. Okay, so that'll be not quite right. Conical. No. I think I just need to be... I think I just need to do one at a time, honestly. So we're gonna get rid of one of them. Linear. Go from tip to back. That's not even quite right. More like from here to here. Man, I don't like that either. I want it to be too light. That'll do. And where was I when I selected it before? Was it this one? Yeah, okay. And I can remove that. Going back up. Okay, we'll go to this layer instead. Grab you, and we'll try going down like that. Sure. Not you. Easy way of doing this, because I'm lazy. Let's just do that. And underneath all these other layers, we'll just have this guy doing that. Let's go back down to here. Pants. The D selector. Grab you. Fix that. Okay. A little bit below. A little bit above. Further below, further above. Not that far below. Maybe even it was correct below. Yeah, we'll just do that. Okay. Am I over relying on this tool? Yes, I am. But, oh well. Also just gonna... Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. Why is that layer below that? Come on. Just wanted to fix a thing. There. I think that was a little too blaringly obvious. Let's go ahead and grab okay, well, there's obviously something wrong with that. Let's increase fuzziness, maybe? Okay, that fixed the problem. Go here. Bottom to top. Maybe I need to do them separately. Yeah, so let's just do that one. We will go to here. Make that layer. We will then go back down to this layer, just like that. Go over here, and we will repeat the same thing. I guess like this. I'm not actually liking the results at all, but it's far too late to turn back. So I'm just rolling with it. I never thought about the skin tone. Oh well. Let's go here. Let's grab this color. We're just going to merge these layers together. We will remove these layers. Oop, that's not quite right, actually. We need one of them still. Remove layer. Okay. We're going to make 3 new layers. This layer is going to have that. Yeah. It's then this should actually be down here. I'm going to take this. No, I think I know what I'm doing wrong. Let's first do the backmost layer instead. So drop that for now. Move this behind or at least behind that. Or actually, yeah, behind everything. Grab you. Opacity, drop it down. just take that. Next we want this in-between layer, which we will put in front of that. So it'd be like this. No, not some of those. Let's be like this, where it's kind of starting to go in front of him, but it's not quite. Big again, not that big. Size. Drop down the opacity a bit more. So let's go ahead and clear it up from around the head a bit. Gonna look a little bit weird, but whatever. Not that far. Now we're just gonna merge you with the layer below, so that that's just how it is. Before we turn on this one. Going back to here. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Now kind of expand out the steam smoke stuff here. Yeah, this is not a great art piece, I gotta be honest. But it's doing the job of conveying an idea. Go back here, we'll drop down that one's opacity a bit. Okay, merge the layer below. Add an in-between layer here so I can do something about this, because this is bothering me. We'll just make you... What color is this going to be? Not the color I want. Oh, I see what's going on. Turn that one off. Cool. That works. To that extent, we should probably just go on ahead and drop all that. I only need that layer for the head now. Okay, let's go to there's a specific tool that I think would be really helpful, but I don't think it's in this program. Crap. How do I do this? Where's the thing? Well. I'll just have to make do without. Wait. Okay. I know what I'm trying to do, but I don't know how to explain it. So y'all are just gonna have to trust me on this one. Not there. Let's start with the very back one like that. And we can go. Drop this side down. Not that far. There. Now we can drop it down to like that. I should... Okay, I'm gonna... So, okay. Merge the layer below. I kind of want to get close up. Where's the tool for doing that? Don't want to rely on another thing. What's the tool for blurring? Is this? What is this? Horizon mask editing? No. What's the tool for burning? Not burning, blurring. It's not this one. Is it? I think it is. Yeah. This really will help with getting the effect I'm trying to get. I'm also going to do this with the foggy effects. Nah, it doesn't look great. But, whatever. It is what it is. Let's zoom back out. If I can... Oops. How do I... Zoom in, zoom out? Ah. Being a bit annoying. Let's zoom back in a bit. Okay. Scroll up. Let's start messing around with blurring up, where is it? Ah. Here's the thing. Honestly, to do this effectively, I think I need to... doing this a little bit differently. Right, because that's the thing I'm working with. It is actually the outermost one. There, that worked. Somehow. Don't like those last few. Okay, well I can't fix those. It's too late. Let's go back to here. Ah. Fix all that. Want it to be nice and foggy. Yeah, that ought to do it. Whatever. Yeah, this is terrible. And actually, I think I do need to zoom out one more time. Okay. Yeah, I'm not liking how this is turning out, but there's no going back, only forward. I never did establish a skin tone for the guy. Let's just use this, I guess. My bad. There he is. There's the dude. Also, wait. Needs to be a different layer anyways. Oh well. Let's go here. Remove layer. What's this layer? God. Merge with layer below. Start merging more layers. Merge with layer below. Merge with layer below. Merge with layer below. Then we can just quickly want to try and fix these little splotches that are kind of annoying me. Can't seem to fix them. Ah well. Sure I can. Just gotta do this. Does it look good? Not really. Kinda messes up the foggy effect. But I'm running out of patience. Now then. New layer. Much smaller. Let's do this. Eyes are supposed to be glowing orbs that reflect how he's feeling. Rather, that changed color to reflect how he's feeling. Come on. Yeah. I spent basically an hour making an art piece that I'm not a big fan of. But, hey, at least I did it. I gotta practice. Even if I don't like the results, I just gotta keep practicing. Let me look at any other things I want to mention. Oh yeah, in the future I plan on doing more narrative-based videos. I'm hoping people will provide me with stories that they would like me to promote, which I would promote by giving a narrative of them on my channel. Even if no one is going to be doing that, I also have a project I've been working on with Shadow and some other friends, in which I am making a RP server, which will maybe eventually be open to the public. Narrative roleplay is the idea. So we will... Basically, it's just going to be a world which anyone can provide their own input to it. I'm hoping to get some good stories out of there that I can then read on my channel. Don't know if that's actually going to be viable, but we will see. I think I talked about the hotkeys. Don't really care about that anymore. Okay. At the end of my past couple of streams, I get cut off. Actually, at most of my streams, I get cut off at the end of the stream because I am talking and then I have to click stop stream. And the thing is, the stream on YouTube's end, they are receiving it and then processing it and then putting it out. So when I click end stream, the last couple of minutes never get processed. And the only solution I can think of to do that is just to sit quietly and patiently at the end of every stream so I can time it better. I just wanted to throw out that fact so I can try and kind of like explain what's going on there. But yeah. Also, let me go to here. Instead of doing that, I'm just gonna do it like this. Why is it like that? I want it to go like that. Okay. Sure, that'll do. Let's use this color. I was originally planning on using it for something else, but I'll get around to it. There. We can remove that layer. Add a new layer. Go here. Not that. Stop doing that. Okay. I don't really want to be radial, but let's at least see how that goes. If I just... Yeah, no, it's not enough. Let's try from down here. Going even further. Nah, let's just go ahead and do it linear. And just go to the top. Not that far up. Maybe more like to here. Nah, I think I preferred it. Actually, I might even want it to be higher like that. Okay, so I'll lower it down here as well. There. That way it's a bit more spread out. Merge layer below. Go to the top. Turn this on. Let's do that. There's the ones in the hair. And erase or delete anything that would be below the horizon. Control X there. Oops. Get back up here. Actually, not below the horizon. Or not just below the horizon, because I still want it to be like around this area, so we'll just quickly do this. There. Control X. I suppose I should have expanded the smoke stuff all the way to the left and right. Oh well. Remove that. Cancel you. Merge with layer below. You're now the background. That's the eyes. That's the stars. That's everything else. Okay. Back to whatever else I wanted to say. Let's see. I think that was everything. So yeah, I'm possibly going to be pushing future streams to be later, uploading, I think, closer to 4 o'clock instead of 1, due to a shift in the analytics regarding what is the best time to upload or create a stream, as well as trying to improve my odds of finding work moving forward. Other than that, I just wanted to say, if you know, all the YouTube nonsense, of course. So if you like this, if you liked what I did, go ahead and like and subscribe and all that nonsense. Otherwise, I just want to say thank you so very much. If you're watching this live or if you're watching this after the fact as a VOD, each and every last one of you means so much to me. I can't even begin to express how grateful I am that anyone would watch my nonsense. So to that end, you know, thank you. And, I'll see you next time. But boy.